Well, hello there, my fellow COVID refugees, and welcome to another episode of Drinking Alone with Friends, the show in which I drink alone and wish you were all here. Today, you'll notice a shiny new lemon on my table. That's right, I finally made it to the grocery store, which means we can get into something we've been waiting for a long time. Matthew, it is the Penicillin. It's lucky show number 13 here on Drinking Alone with Friends, so let's do it. This recipe calls for 3/4 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice, which we can squeeze from this fresh new lemon that we have. On the right, you'll notice there's a couple things that we're going to add in our next section, the sweets. We've got the honey syrup you've seen before, and then some new ginger syrup, which I've made just today. Now, this ginger syrup is exactly 1/2 by volume ginger juice, which you need to make in a juicer, and 1/2 sugar. So this is about 1/4 cup of each. I made a smaller batch this time because our last batch I tasted before making this and it was not still good. So I would say this lasts for less than 5 days as advertised. Alright, this is going to be 3/8 of an ounce of honey syrup, which I'm going to try and measure carefully, 3/8. So it's going to be the same build of our previous drinks, 3/4 of sour, 3/4 of sweet, and 2 of booze. But this 3/4 of sweet is exactly half honey syrup and half fresh new ginger syrup. To the left there, you're going to notice a couple bottles of scotch, one of which is new to me, and this is the Compass Box Great King Street Blend, and this is the Glasgow Blend variant of that. Now, when I was reading about this drink, they were talking about having created it in order to find a use for the Compass Box blended scotch products that were coming in. And the Great King Street is one of their kind of baseline entry, more modest offerings, which I thought would be appropriate for blending into drinks. Unfortunately, I was only able to find the specific Glasgow blend, and this one is a variant that already includes a little bit of Islay Scotch, so we'll have some of that smoke character baked into it, and that may throw off this iteration of the drink a little bit, and I'm going to tone it down with the Lefroy 10, which is our Islay floater that you see there. So 2 ounces of that goes into the tin, and then from the freezer I'm getting a pre-chilled rocks glass and 3 cubes. One of those cubes is going into the tin, one of those cubes is going into the glass, and then the third, I'm going to go back to our previous original technique of cracking it into the shaker for a little extra dilution and chilling for this one, because I think the flavors in this one may benefit from just a little bit more dilution than some of the drinks like the up-served sours that we've made in the past. Into the tin that goes, and let's give it a hearty shake. And into the chilled glass, we are going to double strain our shaken mixture. And there you have it. You can see again we've gone back to a pretty heavy burden of crystals in the secondary strainer that we're getting from our 2-cube system. So, typically this calls for a float of Lefroy or some other heavy Islay Scotch. Now I think Lefroy is a pretty reasonable choice for this, as some of the other Islay offerings in the collection are fairly pricey to be in a cocktail. I will say because this already has some of the Islay, I'm going a little light on this floater so I don't over smoke the drink, and that I'm just going to lay very gently on top with a bar spoon. And there you have it, lucky number 13, the Penicillin. And that one will most certainly cure what ails you. Well, cheers friends, cheers Matthew, miss you all dearly, you guys take good care, till next time.